to appreciate your win. I know you got the elevator in your house, but with me, you appreciate the steps. Act like you don't wanna see how much of this Jack Daniels you can handle. You wanna drink and get cut like Rambo, and let me drive your daddy's Lambo. Take me up to Beverly Hills.
Alright YouTube, so we're beginning the first steps of the wall. This is going to be a multi-videoed series spanning over the next few months of working on this thing and getting it somewhat loud. As you know, I've had a lot of systems in this car, and you know, starting out, my first system was a single MTX12, then I moved up to the Rockford Fosgate HX2s, eventually reconed them, got the other box, went to PSI, ran the PSI 12s for a very long time, up until earlier this year. And it was actually about this time last year I did my last rebuild for that system, got it completely finished, and it went and did almost 148 decibels with 212s on 2K. And then more recently put the 18s in from Frankie, Soundcube 18s on a DC 3.5, and did a 52.3 on those in the no wall setup. And then even more recently switched back to 2K setup for finals, got some special subs in a special box, did a lot of work, and got to do a 51.3. So those are just a few of the systems I've had in here. I've had various things like little 8s and things like that, but generally that's what this car has been since I've owned it. So now I'm dedicating it to the wall. This will be a more permanent setup for a very long time. So I want to make sure to do it right. So we're going to give you guys the heads up every step of the way. What I'm working on right now is just stripping the car out as far as audio stuff. I've already got most everything out before finals that I didn't need. These are just a few of the last things. That doesn't count, that's something else. But that's the DC, one of the batteries. I have a pile of stuff, and just what's left of the wiring. So this is essentially one of the last times you're going to get to see the Jeep in its stock form. You can see things are kind of torn up in here from a lot of years of changes. But this is essentially how the car was when I got it, as far as everything being in here. So I even put the original little mini console in for now, just because it's a little easier to work around. And you can see it's got the back seat. The cardboard was supposed to be little cubbies for like drinks and stuff, but I had to take those out from finals, so that's not anymore. And then the headliner's the wrong color, but that was another thing that had to be fixed for finals, so I just had to use what I could get. But that's all. It's all going to be taken down and reupholstered once the wall's done. There won't be a headliner in here during the build because the wall's going to sandwich right to the roof, and none of these panels are going to be in here. It's all going to be stripped pretty bare. I'll probably only just have the driver's seat in for a majority of the time. So that's kind of the plan there. But yeah, this is the last time we should be seeing the Jeep in its stock form for as long as I can figure. I think this car is going to be permanently a base vehicle, no matter what I end up doing in it. But I'm essentially just doing two 18s and a wall, so should be pretty loud. We're going to start it on the 3.5K. I was doing 52s. I like to get 53s out of it while it's in the walled form, and then throw another amp on there, or alternator batteries. Maybe get to do 55, 56 at best. We'll see. I might end up needing more power. But if that becomes the case, I can always upgrade to better speakers and more power. I'm just going to build the wall strong enough to support it all for whatever I decide to do. So, just kind of saying goodbye to the whole stock thing. This week's plan is I'm going to pull out all the interior from B-pillar back and plasti dip the side windows completely black so you can't see in or out of them. And then we're gonna get starting on the frame of the wall. That will be the first steps. And I'm gonna do some measuring today and make sure everything's gonna lay out the way it needs to in order to fit. So because 18s are kind of large. I do have a lot of space in here, but you know, 18s are big. Once you build the box in, you don't really have as much space as you start with. So anyway, we're gonna frame it in, do it right. I'm not gonna just gonna slide a box in. That's not really a wall. It's just a big box. So we're gonna actually build a frame to the car, support the car with that. You know. So enough talking. I guess that's just gonna start out what we're doing. So we'll definitely keep a lot of updates on this. I want to document the build pretty well, just so that you know, I can see what I did and others can see what I did, because there's not a lot of detail on these builds when you're looking around online. So anyway, alright guys, keep tuned. Can't find a spot to ground while you're welding in your car. That's no problem, because Sky High makes this big ass wire, and I actually have some of it bolted to my frame. So
To see more great videos, hit that subscribe button. You can also find me on Google+, follow me on Instagram, and join the all-new Facebook page to keep up with all things car audio.
Damn rich, peanut butter guts and a Lamborghini. Whoa, you must have white bread. Let's make a sandwich. Now I ain't never seen money like you got. Nobody got that kind of